Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hey everybody, back again with another plan with me. Okay, so I took your suggestions from last week because you wanted to see the character stickers that I use a little bit more up close. So I zoomed in further as I'm doing like my daily planning, and let's see how that works. Let me know how you like it. I did a few, I may have zoomed in too far. I don't know. We'll see. But I zoomed out on Wednesday's video a little bit further than what this video has. Anyways, the point of it being, let me know how you like it zoomed in closer to the day so that you can see the daily plans, and then at the end you'll get to see the entire spread laid out, and then that way you get to see the character stickers a little bit more up close. I will say doing it this way actually cut time down on my planning, which was kind of weird. And if you hear something in the background, it's just my cat deciding she's wanting to play with boxes. But I think that's just a cat thing in general. Okay, anyways, I am just setting up basically the foundation, however you want to call it. I hear some people call it bones, but I call it foundation. I don't know what I call it. Anyways, how have y'all been? It has been so boring around here. I have no amazing and fun stories to tell you guys. My kids have all been behaving. There's been no hospital trips. Likewise, there has been no trips anywhere. So I have nothing really to talk about except the mundane day-to-day stuff of everything going on, which is kind of boring. Did a lot of FaceTime this week with people because that's just what I did. And boy, I probably need to figure out how to like section things off to kind of fast forward through some areas. I am very much a video editing newbie. So because the way that I did it this week allowed for it to like speed up, that totally didn't make sense. Okay, because of the way that I planned this week, it cut time off of what my normal video length normally is. So now it's going by a little bit slower, and I didn't anticipate this. Oh boy. Let's lay down the date dots. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. Anyways, why I'm doing this, let's talk a little bit shop stuff. So, TPC sale is coming up in a couple of weeks. I am busy designing, planning, getting things going. I'm hoping to have the special project released for the sale. That's what I'm hoping for. So far we're kind of on track for it, and yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait. And if you are in the TPC group and you saw my post on Saturday, I gave a sneak peek of a cute exclusive art kit coming down the pipeline, which is I'm super excited for it. It's so pretty, y'all. So pretty. So yeah. And I'm reformatting my PP Weeks kits. They're going to have a new name to them because they are not just for PP Weeks. They're for a wide range of planners. And yeah. So let's get into the day-to-day stuff. So now that I have pretty much my bones or foundation down, I'm going to start doing the day-to-day stuff. So on Monday, starting off with the day, that's when I needed to film mystery kit spoiler video, which ended up going up Boy, y'all, I can't talk. Jeez Louise. So I filmed the spoiler video for it to go up the next day on the 21st. There we go. Jeez. I'm sorry, I'm so tongue-tied. Could be that I'm still kind of tired. Okay, so here's where you see that I zoom in, obviously, a lot more. And so you're not going to be able to see, like, a full day length or anything like that. But I figured this would be, I'm trying this out. So once again, let me know how you like it, if you like this style. Because then that way I can do it more. Or if you need me to be zoomed out just a hair back, if that makes sense. Anyways, the kit is called Simple Life 2. It is in my shop. This is a 6-page format kit. There was a time last year, I want to say, that I was debating whether or not to change the format of my kits. At 8 pages, it was taking quite a long time. Oh, mail drop, and that was Stick with the Plan Co. Obviously, the first sticker up there was Pumpkin Paper Co. Sorry, I don't know if I even mentioned that. Anyways, 8 pages takes a long time to print and also a long time to cut, and so I was debating whether or not to switch to a 6-page format after creating a few kits in the 6-page format and planning with them. I despised it, and I went back to our normal 8-page kit, which I absolutely adore. So I skipped down, and this kit doesn't have those little things that, you know, you can write down your dinners and stuff like that. So I just used one of the stitched quarter labels for dinner, and that night we had fajita casserole. Obviously, that half box was way too big for that area. Spatial vision fail. So third box was perfect, and I just put down that it was time for work. There was a lot of working this last week. Outside of everything else. So we had a lot of orders to get through, and then that also meant that I needed to design. This last week we had to, I say we because it's my son that helps me out with moving the office. We had to move the office around to make room for some new equipment. And if you watched my Instagram stories, you'll have seen a sneak peek of some things coming down. So that was exciting. And I have my cat right here just rubbing up against everything. She's being needy today. Probably because I'm doing something. I need you. I need you. You're my owner. I need you. Anyways, full box on Tuesday. Oh, the plan with me that went up last Monday was that sunflower happiness kit. That beautiful sunflower and honeycombs and bees with pinks and yellows and grays. That was just gorgeous. On Tuesday, I worked on designing kits, and I struggled, you guys, that day, and I pulled the sticker off, and I was like, uh-oh, it was a little too wide. Stickers from Grin and Bear It Plans. I struggled designing kits this day, you guys. Sometimes the creativity is there. Sometimes I see the artwork, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this will make a beautiful kit, and then I start working with it, and the vibe isn't there. I'm like, nope, this sucks. I don't like it. And yep, not going to use it. So used a stitched quarter box appointment label. My kids had Dungeons and Dragons Zoom meeting that day, and they played for a few hours. I'm going to say they played for 3 hours. I don't know. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons or do you do Dungeons and Dragons? I don't know. I am a newbie at the whole D&D thing. It goes right over my head. So that evening had pizza, and then the kids had, well, I should say my daughter had dance, and the boys had taekwondo, and they both did them at that time, at the same time, so that we could just get it done and over with and move on, and then that way somebody wasn't interrupting somebody else. So I alternate, depending on the spread, which characters I'm going to use this time because it's dance. So obviously that's the Coffee Monsters Co. On that time for work, did I mention that it was Once More with Love? See, changing things up and having to figure out what's going on. Anyways, Tuesday was when the mystery kit spoiler video went up. And so now I'm going to kind of work from bottom to top for a minute. And plan with me that went up on Wednesday was from Scribble Prints Co. And then for dinner, we had our normal, like, sausage, peppers, and onions dish that my kids absolutely love. I really adore this full box, too. I don't know. There's just something about it. Maybe it's like the muted tone and color, farmhouse vibe of it all. Anyways, so that was my bottom to top, and now I'm going to start working from the top down, so that way I can keep, that way I know how much space I actually have. So on Wednesday, we started working out a new workout schedule, and my son is doing it with me. He wants to work on building some muscle, so we're just working out together, and he is far better at doing deep squats than I am. So that's what we did. But, it's also fun because I get to, how nicely to put this, torture him by telling him his form is wrong, which it is, and getting him to have his form correctly. And then he looks and he's like, oh, that burns. And I'm like, ha 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 ha. Oh, anyways, we have a good time, and he's a good trooper. So, and he pushes me along. So as long as we get to do it together, that's great. We FaceTimed with my mom and dad that day for about an hour and a half, if not 2 hours. It was quite a long period. Oh, the workout time sticker was from Grumpy Bear Sticker Co. That FaceTime sticker, which is actually like a selfie sticker, but hey, I don't really care, was from Grin and Barrett Plans. And then I had to do some more designing. So it was a struggle on Tuesday and the first part of Wednesday for designing kits. It was a struggle. There's no doubt about it. But then it was like after lunchtime, because kids finish school really early. So quarantine stuff means we're not going anywhere, which means they have still all this pent up energy. I mean, they're already energetic kids. And that sticker was Stick with the Plan Co. So they're going to bed late and waking up early because they just they have so much energy going on. And so they've been flying through their school days, flying through them, which is a blessing and a curse, and a subject for another video. So right after lunch, granted we don't have lunch till about 1 o'clock anyways, that's when I kind of found a groove and things started to fall into place, which was really great. So moving on to Thursday, another one of my favorite full boxes, and I was sore this day. Oh my gosh, I was so sore. And it really became apparent. And so this was a day that I actually didn't do any work. I took a break from designing in hopes that I would do that. And then, like I said, I needed to set up some new equipment in the office. And so this became very apparent that I was so very sore when I was moving the office. So while I didn't work out, that's how I felt. That sticker right there is how I felt. And so that is courtesy of Fox and Cactus. And then half box down to mark time to move the office. And so, yeah, we had to do a whole bunch of moving the office. We had a huge debacle happen. And I journal about it in Wednesday's spread. So I'll tell you the story then because, yeah. So use this ghost, and that's really how I felt after moving the office and everything. That's how I felt. Like, I could not believe some of the stuff that happened while we were moving office. But we had to move shelves, and we had to move some tables, and we had to set up some equipment that was really, really heavy and awkward to get out of the box, that we couldn't even get out of the box for a minute because it was. And my son's standing there and he's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, just stay out of the way because I really don't want anybody to get hurt. So, but he was good. So Thursday night ended up having roasted chicken and veggies for dinner. Super, super yummy. It's a roasted balsamic vinegar glazed chicken with red potatoes, carrots, and red onions. It's super, super delicious. And we haven't had it in a while. So once again, kids had taekwondo and dance that night. They do it at the same time so that I don't have to worry about having separate times. Anyways, little character sticker from Bubble One Sticker Co. And then Friday's plan with me was the 52 weeks of Halloween, which was super cute. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, because the purples and greens in that spread are to die for. They're amazing. And then, excuse me, I had to flip over to see where I'd put that full box. But we had our normal steak that night, and then another beautiful full box, followed by a glitter header, because that's what I use. And then I moved to the top and start working down. So Friday was to start printing. So I started printing while I was designing some more. And it was nice to see some of the things that I had created already come together. In fact, I had already created almost a full kit and then decided to scrap the entire project. And part of it was because it's been artwork that I've seen everywhere and I wasn't completely 100% sold on it. So I decided to do something different, which is fine. And then Friday was another workout day. And this one you could definitely tell, like, we still had some residual soreness and we're like, oh my gosh. And this one was primarily leg and booty day. And you know how teenagers grow so fast that they become a little like awkward in their movements? Yeah, I can tell that my son has grown because he's like figuring out where his body needs to go. And so we were working on form that day, which made me have to go a little bit deeper. So yay for leg day. But yeah, we did a lot of squats that day. Actually, honestly, squats are some of my favorite to begin with. So not too bad. So Fox and Cactus. Oh, the start printing was Sweet Avis paper. Cute little snowball on top of a printer. And then I needed to call on some supplies. I'm still missing some supplies for the project coming up. And everything else has obviously shipped. And I needed to call on that. And luckily, they gave me a tracking number this time because they found it. And those supplies are on the way and should be here on Monday, which is today when this video is up. Yay! And so that sticker was also Stick with the Plan Co. Because I was definitely juggling a few things while I was having to call on supplies. So Saturday, full box, and I had to do a Costco run. My little kitty ran out of cat food, and I didn't realize it the last time I was in Costco. So I had to run out there and get a few things, and that was fine. So, and honestly, Costco really wasn't that busy, and there's just the way they've got the lines going and efficient. I didn't even spend an hour there, so that was pretty cool. And then that afternoon, the kids had D&D again. So this was a long D&D session. 5.5 hours? Yes, 5.5 hours they played. Holy cow. They were loud and crazy and oh my goodness, they had a great time. So we'll see when the next one happens, because 5.5 hours can't be happening all the time. So then I put the little stitch quarter box down there to mark our dinner, and we ended up having cheese enchiladas for dinner that night. It was a request by my youngest son. He absolutely loves them. I don't know why, but anything to get that kid to eat something more than what he already does. Okay. And then it was filming day. So I always film on Saturdays because that works. Wow. Somebody is walking their kids out and just blasting their music while they're walking their kids. I'm like, where is that music coming from? Okay. All right. Starting on Sunday, we just plan to have leftovers for dinner. We have some leftovers in the fridge. Great way to purge food. It's also, if the kids don't want leftovers, it's kind of a fend for yourself. They can make whatever they want. And just a perfect day for relaxing. I needed to order our homeschool curriculum. I've been debating back and forth, and I think I'm just going to pull the trigger on the stuff that I want. I've been reviewing, and we are going a totally different direction than we have ever done in the past. And so that makes me a little nervous, but it also makes me excited because of the reviews that I've seen and the concepts that they would be going over. So yeah, I just had to pull the gun and just do it. Last full box there with the house and glitter header, and then I use 2/3 boxes to just mark the prep stuff that I need to do. So every Sunday I mark plan next week, and that's when I go through excuse me, on my desk planner, and I start marking down things that need to be done on certain days. But those are also things that could be shifted around if need be. My schedule's pretty flexible. So, and I always use the little planner that I put in the kits. And then I needed to do some social media scheduling or prep. And so I schedule all of my Instagram photos so that way I'm not being inundated with 700,000,001 tasks a day or during the week. So here, let's go ahead and zoom it back out, and you can start to see how beautiful the spread looks. And let's get the sidebar out. Zoom you in just a little bit more. And here we go. So, glitter header, of course. Normally I don't put, and you'll see, normally I don't put like the same color of glitter header and then header on my sidebar. But I thought, because when you see the color of the header that'll be laid down, they're two different shades of green, and I thought they complemented each other really, really well. So I just left it. Otherwise, I would have, if they clashed too much, I would have picked that glitter header up, obviously, and put down a different one. But I thought it worked really, really well. It kind of felt like dark green grass at the bottom, and as it gets up to the top, lighter. So that kind of was pretty cool. And then this week, and I just marked down just some of the things that worked really, really well. This week, we had to do main things. So we had mail drop, work, move the office, work, errands, and then Sunday was more of a relaxed day. And so this is like my main work planner anyways, so that's why you always see work down in the sidebars, because that's what I did on those days. I mean, I did other things, but you know. And then I went ahead and just put down some habit trackers. Not that I'm accurately tracking any big habits, but it's to fill up space. It really is. At the end of the day, it's just to fill up space. And then as I started to notice, I was like, oh, I'm going to run out of space and I don't know what to put there. Luckily, I have these really, really skinny labels. They're not quite the ones that I put down for like the plan with me's. They're a little bit smaller that I thought worked really, really well. And so I just decided to track workouts, which was just 2 days this last week. And then my vitamins, which I started to misspell, however, and I only ended up taking them 2 times last week. So, and then I was like, well, just remember to smile, because that's what it is. So there you go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this spread. Let me know how you thought of it, and we'll see you guys all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.